Hey, good morning. I am Drew Smith. I live down in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm applying for the inside sales representative position at Essential Engine. If you see me looking up at my computer, it's because my questions are up there that I have that I wanted to go through. Like I said, live down in Nashville, married, have twin 6.5-year-olds that are going into second grade. So one of the main things that enticed me to this role is obviously part of the remote aspect, but I love the idea of one of my KPIs that I'm going for being more like appointment driven instead of, volume based in terms of just like making calls and hoping that you get in touch with someone. I really like the idea of something that's like, hey, like we want really important down the funnel conversations to make sure that, we're actually spending our time wisely. So that's something that I cared about. A lot of the sales roles that I've looked at and things that I've done in the past have been, more like, hey, like we're going after prospects or whatever. Like, no, I want something that is closing, making impact on people's lives, and actually working towards that. So, something I did in my last job was also digital marketing, but it was just more strictly like Nashville based and more service based. So a lot of the objections that we came across would be, hey, like I have all the business that I can handle right now. Like I'm really busy. My main, I guess, point against that would be like, yeah, I totally understand that you're busy and that's great. And we're obviously happy that a local Nashville based business is busy. But are you busy with the type of jobs that you really want to be doing? Could you be potentially be getting a better ROI for better targeted jobs if your marketing was targeted more towards that? Another one would be, we're already working with someone, we're satisfied with what we're doing, we've been working with someone for so-and-so, XYZ, and I always would try and pivot it towards like, are you maximizing the time that you're spending on these jobs with the income that you would like to be generating, the revenue that you'd like to be generating, the people that are working for you, are they satisfied with, the amount that they're being paid because they're the ones that are, getting paid per job, that kind of thing. So would always try and tie that back towards how can I best show these people that if they would market differently, that I could potentially get them more money. And while they're still maximizing that same amount of time, they're bringing home more money inside of their paycheck. My three top attributes, I think number one is I'm by nature a helper, that I'm someone who really cares about assisting people, whether that be people I'm actually talking with, trying to sell to, or employees. One thing that I've always thought about down the road for myself, it's funny, I'm almost at 35 now, so I'm getting to the down the road part, but I've always liked the idea of potentially one day being in more of a management role because I really enjoy problem solving, troubleshooting, brainstorming about different things. So I think helping out others, I don't know if there's necessarily like a one word answer for that, but I love being a collaborator and getting to work with teammates. And inside of that problem solving skill set that I think that I've built over my sales career, for the last 7 years, I've done real estate, as well as for the last 3 years, done more like B2B, some B2C stuff as well, has really just given me a really good skill set in terms of how I'm able to communicate with people to where I can easily shift something back from where it seems like, hey, this conversation isn't going anywhere. This is turning cold. Like, how can I loop this back? How can I get this person back engaged and get them to realize that, like, yes, obviously this is a cold call. I'm obviously trying to sell something. Like, the goal of the sale is for me to assist you and to help you. And I think that like I've learned that skill. And then my top motivation is similar to that, right? Similar to where like I want the team to be successful. I want my group, my organization, the people that I'm working with to be happy and successful, and that includes my family as well. So my top motivation is making sure that my kids are well taken care of, that I love traveling personally with my family and my wife especially. And one of my main motivations is being able to make sure that like we take trips and vacations to make sure that I stay well connected with her, and that we do a good job staying connected with each other. And obviously my job and the money that I make with that job is an important piece of that, and important for me to be able to, achieve. So last question would be, something that I achieved last year. I've worked really, and obviously COVID has been a nightmare for real estate, right? As the last 5 years have just progressed. One of my main goals last year was to do 5 million in real estate for the first time. For my first, 5 years, it was something that like I couldn't really like find my like niche in the area where like I really thought that I was going to do really well at. Last year I did 5.7 million in real estate. It takes a lot of endurance. It takes 6 years to reach something, and finally did that. So the flip side of that, I guess you could say, I am ready to be out of real estate. It's something that has been really rewarding and beneficial for me in terms of income and time spent with my kids, but it's not necessarily something that I enjoy anymore. I want something that is more collaborative with team partners and people that I'm actually working with a little bit more closely. So looking forward to finding a job with really good stability and an area that I enjoy working in. And I did enjoy digital marketing in my previous role that I was with up until a couple months ago, and looking forward to hopefully trying that again. So would love the chance to talk further, discuss further with you if you feel it worthy of doing so. So looking forward to it. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and we'll talk soon.